2022 is going down as the worst year for stocks since the global financial crisis and the worst year for bonds going back to at least the 1970s. Yahoo Finance's Jared Blikre is here to break down the year in charts. Jared.
Yes, well, we were talking about bonds here. I thought, what better way to cap off the year than a history of negative yielding debt? Is that a head scratcher? No, because I am saying this is the close. This is the ending chapter on the free money era. Now, European debt went negative several years ago, back in 2013, 2014. And check this out. We peaked only a couple years ago during the global financial panic, but it only took a few years to get back down to zero. And that came with very aggressive hawkish monetary policy around the world. Guys.
Jared, hit us with another chart.
Well, here's another one. This has to do with the volatility of 2022, and this tracks the 2% days when the S&P 500 moves 2% or more. Now, we saw, I think, let's see, I don't have the index here. Anyway, we had slightly more days in 2022 than we did in 2020. But going back to the global financial crisis, we can see that was actually a much more volatile time. This is 2008, 2009, 2010, and so the volatility years, those tend to cluster. We also saw this around the dot-com boom. And what's striking here is the fact that we didn't really have many of these 2% days for a good portion of the history of the S&P 500. I think this is the new normal that has emerged with electronic trading over the last few years, guys.
Jared, while we have you, what were retail traders buying this year?
Good question. First of all, they were buying the S&P 500 Spider Trust. That's SPY. That's my Twitter handle, by the way, Spy Jared. But aside from that passive investment fund, Tesla was the highest purchased stock here, and we have that about $15 billion. After that, we got the Nasdaq 100 QQQ Trust, and then after that, Apple. So Tesla, Apple, AMD, Nvidia, Amazon, Microsoft. That's what the retail traders were buying this year. Not the biggest surprise, but I'll tell you what, I want to show you one more chart here. This is the number of trading and puts and calls that has surged over the past 5 years. Since the pandemic and all the stimulus that we saw in 2020, 2021, guess what? Retail options trading has exploded, and it's changed the market. It looks like this is the new norm. So this is something we're going to track going forward. The retail trader has definitely changed the very structure of the market, guys.
Best believe they have. Jared Blikre, thanks so much.